Hello everybody, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We are in Japan for the Japanese B-League and the battle between Fighting Eagles, Nagoya, and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Here in the Nagayashi, fans piling in to watch their team, hoping to get a win here in December, and probably a badly needed win. You look back at Nagoya's recent form, and they have won 3 of the last 4, so after a difficult start, they've begun to put things right. And you look at the standings, and you can see Nagoya down there in the central, and struggling a little bit at 8 and 13, but nevertheless plenty of time to play well and to get some wins. And you look at their recent results as well, so they have been playing some better basketball than their opponents tonight for Nagoya. As we think about Yokohama B-CORSAIRS and moving on without, for now, not having Yuki Kawamura. They are not the same force that they were. They are one spot right below them in 7th place. So Nagoya and Yokohama, this could be a very important game as these teams kind of jockey for position. Yokohama, again, having had some struggles, but again with plenty of time to put things right. And Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, I think a year of transition, a new coach, some new players, but having, since that win over Utsunomiya Brex, it's been slim pickings, falling to Brex in that next game, then to Osaka, and then a couple of times to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, although they did show improvement in their second game against Nagoya over the weekend, falling by just 6. But you can imagine that with Lassie Tuovi maybe feeling a little bit of pressure first year as the head coach, but the only thing that's going to put that right, as we see Satohara, Ryo Satohara of FE Nagoya, the only thing that can put that right is hard work and perhaps improvement on defense and get some more fluidity on offense. They need somebody to step up and start making some shots for this team if they're going to have some success. Yokohama, they bring Sasayama, Damian Ingles, Nana Clark. Clark's very important, as well as Ingles. Sugiura's very important player. Oba, Kiefer Ravena, the Filipino international, Kintamori, the captain, Kai King, Matsuzaki, and Suda, also a vitally important player in this team. Damian Ingles comes out, and again, the starting 5 will be Ingles, Clark, Ravena, King, and Suda. So Koya Suda comes in averaging 7.3 points per game. And also, let's talk about this. You talk about the starting 5 for Yokohama, but you got to have the guys that are coming off the bench that can make a big difference. And it might be an area where they are not quite as strong as a lot of the other teams in this competition. So key players, Olajobi and Ingles, we wanted to highlight them. 10.6 points per game for Olajobi. There he is. And 13.9 points per game for Ingles. Olajobi also averaging 4.4 rebounds and 1.6 assists. He does spend a little bit of time out on the perimeter. But Ingles, his rebounding numbers are definitely better, but the three-point percentage, as evidenced by these numbers, far superior for Olajobi. And I don't think it's quite as simple as to say this is a head-to-head per se. It's definitely a key player. You can have various players guarding each other, so Inglis is not necessarily going to always find himself guarding Olajobi out on the perimeter. They're going to be switches, they're going to be mismatches. But as it is right now, these are the numbers for these players coming into this game. So just as a reminder, FE Nagoya getting a split over the weekend with Sunrockers Shibuya, and before that they beat the Seahorses. Before that they split a couple with the Dragonflies, and also split with Koshigaya Alphas. FE Nagoya coming out with Olajobi, Namizato, Sadohara, Sugimoto, Henry, Nakamura, Kanda, Uchiho, Yasuoka, Omara, Singh, and Yamazaki. There's Uchiho right there coming off will come off the bench tonight. Omar coming off the bench, a big weapon for this team, averaging 12.8 points, 9 rebounds, and I'm not sure that Yokohama have the same type of impact player coming off the bench. Certainly not at the center position. Nana much more serviceable. So Olajobi, Namizato, Sadohara, Henry, and Yasuoka in the starting 5 for FE Nagoya. Sadohara's having a nice season. Comes in at 10.4 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.9 assists. So very significant player at the small forward, power forward position. And also another player in the starting 5 that really contributes across the board, Ryuto Yasuoka at 6.2 points, 1.9 rebounds, 1.2 assists. But you expect even bigger things from Henry. Aaron Henry, 22.3 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. So the front line of this FE Nagoya team has it's really going to test Yokohama B-CORSAIRS and Damian Inglis. And he's going to have some support going up against Coach Kawabe's team. Lassie Tuovi needs Inglis especially to come out and play well, and he needs Clark in support to come out and get the job done. The referees, Norihito, Ukawara, Hashimoto, and Suji, the other referees. So Nagoya and Yokohama is similar in terms of averaging points, 74.8 per game for Nagoya, 74.6. And again, the starting 5s that we just mentioned, so I'll let you have a look at them. And it's also worth pointing out that FE Nagoya's Sasayama not going to play today because of injury. So that's a big absentee for them. So if you're a smaller team, as this Yokohama team certainly is, they need to get out and capitalize perhaps with their quickness to get in transition. We see at times they play a little bit of that Finland national team basketball. Don't forget Lassie Tuovi, the coach of Finland's national team, and they like to get out and run. So we'll see how many fast break points they end up with tonight. In fact, it's going to be Clark jumping up against Olajobi. Well, hello everybody. If you're just joining us, we are underway here in Nagoya, FE Nagoya Fighting Eagles taking on Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And the first miss. Gives the ball back over to Yokohama. Inglis in the lane. Here's the drive in, the miss for Nagoya. Driving in and the first bucket, that's promising. Kai King. And a game that I'm fairly certain Yokohama want to get up and down the floor as quickly as possible, even if Yuki Kawamura is no longer here. How about that? Olajobi is outstanding with that perimeter shot. We saw his percentages coming in, shooting better than 40% from deep. And he starts things off here, making his first three. Inglis down low, and, well, Kiefer Ravena was able to catch it, and he tried to make the pass to the corner, but it goes out of bounds. Henry gives it back to Olajobi. This time Olajobi off target, and Kiefer Ravena with the rebound. Now he pushes it quickly. Good drive, Clark, and they're going to count it. Good job, Gary Clark. And I already like what Kiefer Ravena is doing, and I almost wonder if his teammates are in sync with him, because he's pushing it quickly, trying to get the basketball up the floor. He's doing so under control. And you can't be stagnant standing around, but this time he's able to get it back to Clark, who attacks. Yasuoka picks up the foul, but I think Lassie Tuovi wants Kiefer Ravena in the game because he wants his Filipino international to really speed this game up. Now the missed free throw by Clark, but they get it back. Ball knocked away from Clark. Back into the hands of Sudo. Back to Clark on the baseline. Got his back to the basket, spins into the lane, misses again. 3-point look for FV Nagoya. The Fighting Eagles missing that one. Well, you're living dangerously if you give those threes away to this Nagoya team, and Inglis goes in and is fouled. So it's Olajobi with the foul, just getting a little bit of contact, and the benefit goes to the driver. But if you're Inglis, you want to establish yourself down low early in this game. Get it going there. We've also got some mid-range game. We saw that three-point shooting percentage from him. I don't think that we want to see him outside too much today. He goes to the line, he makes the first. Lassie Tuovi, outstanding, really, in my opinion. He learned under Henrik Detman with that Finland national team, was promoted to the top job, coached them to the quarterfinals at the FIBA Eurobasket. Of course, he coached at Strasbourg as well, and was an assistant coach at Virtus Bologna in Italy before getting this opportunity. Both free throws made by Damian Inglis, and I think when he agreed to come, he thought he was going to have the best player in Japan, Kawamura, on the team, but of course, Kawamura has moved on to the NBA, so it's quite a significant departure for him. And for the club, Inglis, another rebound. Inglis played last season in Spain with Valencia Basket. Now Kiefer Ravena. Kai King down to Inglis. Can you get another foul on Olajobi? He turns, he kind of fades. I think he would have liked maybe to try to get some contact, maybe get back to the line and get another foul on the big fella. Oh, good drive, good solid play, Ryo Saruhara. Just grinded up, slow-paced, half-court style. I don't think it really suits Yokohama. I think they want to speed the game up. Sudo. Ingles. Ingles, and the ball gets away. Here comes Henry going in for the dunk. So Aaron Henry hit the home run with that one. Makes it a 7-6 advantage. Kiefer Ravena drives in, misses, follows it up on great play by Kiefer Ravena. Quick jump, was able to get the putback. Ryo Sadohara, looked like somebody grabbed Sadohara as he went past, and that would potentially lead to an unsportsmanlike. Look at this. He's not really playing the ball. That's a dangerous play by Gary Clark. So Clark picks up his first foul. And O'Mara, well, this is where we see the advantage, I think, for this team. Look, he comes in and already is going to post up, get it down low, and miss. And that is going to be a real issue. Look at Kiefer Ravena hooping and stooping, misses the reverse, but there for the follow was Ingles. Ravena trying to make things happen. Doing a good job so far. Here is the pull-up and the miss. That was Namizato missing. Sadohara drives in. Oh, it doesn't drop. He's tough. He's big. I like him. Using his body to good effect down low. Here he is, posting up against the smaller Pseudo. First one is good. .92 meters in height, 25, coming into his own this season. Really, this is the second free throw, but it'll remain at this end. And now O'Mara with a chance to tie it. But instead, they get the three. And how about that? Nice answer for Yokohama. Clark. So the previous basket scored by Namizato. And there is a chance from deep. They're not shy about putting up the threes. They are open threes. They're not making them right now. Kiefer Ravena drives in, and what a finish from Ravena. The left hand takes a hard tumble. But the 31-year-old are giving this Yokohama team what they've been crying out for, and that is some leadership on offense. He picks up the foul. Kentamori also in the game right now, the captain. And Ravena called for the foul on Olajobi. That's not a great foul. He's not going to run past you, so there's no need to wrap him up. And if he's going to take a three, probably going to be a tough three if you're up close to him. So Henry comes back into the game, and Olajobi goes out. Also in the game, Nakamura for Nagoya. Nakamura misses. O'Mara is a real beast in there. And they're 29 years of age. That was college basketball at Xavier. So here is Nakamura passing it around, goes to O'Mara. O'Mara has it knocked away. Oh, good job getting the ball in bounds. Inglis is going to go right at O'Mara. He goes up and he is fouled. That was a terrific take from Damian Inglis. Remember, Fighting Eagles, Nagoya right on top in the standings in the Central ahead of Yokohama. So this is a big game for Yokohama. And we've got a timeout. Well, so far so good for Yokohama here in hostile territory. But a long way to go in this one. Inglis goes to the line, his team up 6 points and makes it 7. So the three-point play is completed. Also, don't forget, no Mike Kotzer for Yokohama today, so they really missed the Estonian big. He's out with injury. Here's the Inglis on the counter, and Kintamori drives in, and Clark rather follows. Inglis follows and is unsuccessful. So Mike Kotsar not being available really puts a lot of the burden on this man right here, and Damian Inglis could not have had a better start to the game, making his presence felt early and often. And Damian Inglis makes both. So 9 points already for the 29-year-old. Good defense. Aaron drives in, puts it up and in. Good job, Aaron Henry. Inglis takes it deep, and his pass got into trouble. Clark, rather, not able to make the play. Inglis out of the game now, catching a breather. Henry. Olajobi drifts in, goes to work, goes up again, doesn't get the call. Good dump down low, and Clark blocked. Both teams having shots rejected. Matsuzaki raises his hand to say he was the one that committed the foul to break up the fast break, but that's going to put him on the line since they're already in the bonus. And it's all shot by Aaron Henry. Shooter's roll. Plays college basketball, Michigan State. And second free throw is good. Tried to put some time in the NBA, G League. Oh, look at the pass down low. Oh, how in the world did Matsuzaki not make that? That's exactly what, oh, and Matsuzaki picks up another foul. Nakamura goes, he knocks Nakamura to the ground. I'm fairly certain Nakamura was also seeking the contact, so that made that look a little bit worse than it was. But Matsuzaki, after missing the layup, commits the foul and goes out of the game. Now Nakamura holding his side as if he's injured. I think he's probably okay. So the left-hander puts it up and in. So creeping back, the Fighting Eagles. And makes both. So you don't have Ravena on the court. You need the bench to come through. Sudo has it and almost turns it over. And Kamori, the veteran, gets it down low, and Clark goes up for the dunk. You're trying to buy yourself time before you get your other guys back in the game. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, almost went out of bounds. Got away from Olajobi, who's going to post up. And a chance for Yokohama to go back up by 7, maybe 8. They're going to get it down low, and Sudo's going to score. And just like that, the lead does go back to 7. So Nagoya getting in their own way here. Nakamura drives. Oh boy, that was a bad pass. Almost turned that one over. He left his feet thinking he was going to have a teammate to pass it to, but there was nobody there. So Namizato is going to check back into the game. Marito Namizato. Yeah, that shot well off. Shot from the right corner, and tough rebound, Clark. And that is big time from Clark. And again, it's all hands on deck. And with this team really crying out for some strong interior play, Clark now has delivered on a couple of occasions, getting not just the rebound, but scoring with the putback. And that is just what the doctor ordered. Now it's a 10-point lead. So everything going well now for the visitors, and we'll see if they can seize on this opportunity. Shot from the baseline, and the lead goes to 12 points. Oba contributing to the calls. That's handled, but then the turnover, and it's a 3-on-1 break. And look at Clark going up for the dunk. And this has gone from a great start to a dream start for Yokohama. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. Namizato fouled as he goes up. 2 free throws coming for the former Guma Crane Thunders man. So Inglis has not only been able to go down and get a rest and come back with his team having maintained the lead, he's come back with an even bigger lead, 14 points, 1.8 seconds remain. In this first quarter. Mizato makes the first. And the shake of the head tells you all you need to know from Kawabe. Ooh, only makes 1 of 2. And that is how the first quarter finishes. 31 points. My goodness. They have really poured them in. The last 2 coming from that man right there, Gary Clark, who's off to a great start with 12 points. Both he and Inglis combining for 21 of Yokohama's 31 points. They lead at 31-18 at the end of 1. So you see the relative shooting numbers in this game, and by far Yokohama B-CORSAIRS having a much better time of it. 11 of 18 inside the arc, just 3 of 12 for Nagoya. who got one more shot to fall from deep. But overall, I think if you're Lassi Tuovi, you will take this for the rest of the game. I don't think it's going to continue like that, obviously. And I think there's plenty of incentive for especially Olajobi to get a little bit more involved inside, but also Henry. Second quarter action underway. And the drive, and look at that wonderful basketball. The handoff by Kenta Mori, and Clark gets another two. Just great passing. Olajobi. Here's the bump and the finish. Boy, that was a tough shot. Here's Sadohara getting it done. Backdoor cut not there. Sudo was looking. Great defense, and Namizato really getting upset with the ref, and the three-pointer made by Gary Clark. I don't know why Namizato was so upset, unless he felt like he was being held. Henry turns, and he's fouled from behind. Well, Henry needs to be a force. I mean, he averages 22.3 points per game. And he's going to the line. Olajobi's going back out, and O'Mara's coming in. And that just tells you all you need to know right now about the approach that FE Fighting Eagles Nagoya are going to take. They are going to pound it inside, trying to get O'Mara and Henry attacking. Oh. Shot. Well, he has got some arc on that shot. Look at this. Look how much arc he has on his free throw. That's a lot of arc. Nice stroke. 8 points for Henry. And Ravena back in the game. Guarded closely by Namizato. Keep an eye on Namizato. He was a little combustible last time down the floor. Oh, good hands from Henry. Here's Ravena for three. And I think they're falling into their trap. They want to force them to take those jumpers. And the strength of this, I think the strength of this team has been passing it and getting it inside. But they turn it over. Good job, Namizato. Drifting down, Sadohara missing. He gets it back, he puts it up, and he scores. He's a beast. Strong, number 8. Ravena spins, turns, gets it to Kai King, gets it back. Here's Clark from the right corner. Oh boy, well, forget what I had to say. If he's got the advantage on O'Mara, it is to take him outside. And Clark having an outstanding first half. Here's a three-point attempt. And there with the rebound. He gets in, fades, misses. Inglis with the rebound. Cross court to Clark. I wouldn't be surprised if he did put it up since he's so hot. And reaching in and knocking it out of bounds is Sugimoto. So the lead is 15 points for Yokohama. Right at the elbow, Inglis thought about shooting. Decides to hold it. Here's Clark. One step to the left. This time he misses. Good work. Sadohara saving inbounds to his teammate. Now the quick pass down low. And excellent work. A little slow getting down the court, and they are punished. Yokohama. Timeout on the court. So 13 points separate these two teams. Pass the elbow, cross court, and Sudo knocks it down. That is huge. Coming right out of the timeout and getting a bucket like that. That is a confidence-boosting sequence for Yokohama. 42-26. Henry drives in. Oh, looked like Clark might get the block, but beautiful finish. Oh boy, the backdoor cut was there. English didn't make it, and it doesn't matter because coming in from behind is Ravena. Keeper Ravena, outstanding. Namizato, how about that from Narito Namizato? Drive the fin, look at that. English with the offensive rebound and put back. And that's huge. You know, you attack the basket and then you get the rebounds. Put that defense under pressure. Make them foul you if possible. Henry. Oh, what a spin. Henry. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Henry. He's just too good. That was an elite level spin. Clark going at Rio Sadahara. Back outside. Inglis. Well, we saw his three-point shooting percentages on the season, and maybe not the shot they want. And the handoff to Amara puts it up and in, and that's where he wants it. He wants to catch it right in the low post. And Inglis needs to be smart. Even if that three is open, they're probably giving it to you. Don't take it. Find another option. Ravena drifts in, passes it back outside. Kai King, oh my, how good is Kai King this season? He's really stepping up. Leading to a timeout. Comes in averaging 8.5 points per game, Kai King. So timeout on the floor. Well, this Nagoya team doesn't seem like they knew what was coming today. And a great chance for Yokohama to get a win on the road. So we'll see how they respond out of the timeout here. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Romero catches it down low. He spins, he turns, he's denied. And that was looked like the right play. And just good defense by Inglis. And the referees letting these guys play today. I like it. Ravenna. Bounce pass. Clark. Gets inside. Puts it up and misses. Sadahara drives. Oh, the rejection. Where did that come from? And it leads to a quick break. Ravenna, and he is fouled. Excellent defense on the interior by Yokohama. Another look at that bump there. Just one-way traffic right now, and Inglis, offensive rebound, putback, and it's all Yokohama. Probably one of their better performances of the season. Points, 10 rebounds. Could not have asked for anything more. And the question is, can you do it over the 40 minutes? And it's what he does at that end of the floor, really, that is perhaps even more important. It's being a real enforcer on defense. You know, you go back to Kai King, and last season he averaged 5.7 points per game. So his numbers have definitely gone up this season. You know, almost 3 points. Now, some of that is playing time, and even the year before he was averaging 6.7 points per game. But still, it's an important contribution from number 23. And a 16-point advantage with 3.5 minutes to go. Again, Yokohama B-CORSAIRS right where they want to be, and another turnover, and it's going to be Kai King who goes old school, lays it up and in, and the lead balloons to 18. Five points for Kai King. That's 7, in fact, with that bucket. And again, the ball knocked away, but this time a foul has been called. So Yasuoka. The referee's rule was hit by Ravenna. That's his second foul. But what Kiefer Ravenna did in this game really brought the sense of urgency to his team and helped give them that great start, I think, that Lassie Tuovi was looking for. Sadahara puts it up from the stripe. It's good. Really impressive stuff from the big fella. Soft touch. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more from him. Ravenna drifts in, takes the layup. Kiefer Ravenna, this is his world. We're just living in it right now, folks. 8 points. Henry drives in, misses the layup. Can't believe it. They leak out again. Sudo has it. And Yokohama, 55 points in the first half, and there's still 2 minutes and change. They could put up a big number today. Inglis. Nowhere to go. Passes back to Kai King. High arcing three. And Kai King right on the money. He's already got 10 points. The confidence growing for Yokohama. The drive and the foul on Kai King. That was a huge make by Nakamura because they were reeling. Derek Clark comes back into the game. Olujobi setting up at the free throw line. He hasn't really, in the lane for the rebound. He hasn't really imposed himself too much in this game. Just 1 of 4 from the floor, three-pointer, and only 1 rebound, steal, and assist. And probably supposed to be one of your better players. So they're going to need him to step up if they're going to come back. But nevertheless, it's an 18-point lead. Here's Clark, well-rested, drives, and good rebound from Olujobi. Offensive foul, Sadohara. Sadohara just watch this push. Clearing out. To be fair, Sudo also sold it very well. But that was a clear foul. And I think more important than the foul was the possession because right now, Nagoya need the basketball. .120 remaining. In this first half, Kenta Mori had that sweet dish in the first quarter. Here he is passing it back outside to Sudo. They go down low and a little turnaround. No good from Sugiura. Not a great shot. Here is Olujobi missing. Sugiura with the rebound. I mean, make things simple. Instead of taking turnaround jumpers, drive to the basket. That's much better. Three-pointer, note, doesn't drop. Olujobi, Sudo. Be careful, doesn't stand up and travel. Kamori has it. Missed that last three. At bare minimum, you would think Yokohama need to go to halftime with an 18-point lead. Let's see if they can stretch it. Oh, look at Kentamori. Oh, the lob. I think he faked out his own teammate. Gary Clark didn't even know the pass was coming. And not a bad foul. He understood the situation. So Oba stops the break. And with 7.2 seconds left, a very important possession in the grand scheme of things. You want to cut into the deficit and you want to take just a little bit of momentum to halftime, because otherwise it's been all Yokohama. And what you don't want to do if you're Yokohama is foul now and put them on the line and give them two points, potentially. King trying to stick with his man. He's going to drive in, going to get the hands up, and Inglis goes up for the rebound, looking for the foul. The whistle does not blow. 20 minutes in the books. Yokohama. B-CORSAIRS leading at 58-40 here at Fighting Eagles Nagoya.
フラッグを持ってスタートしていただきます。折り返し地点でボールを1つ取り、フラッグの上に乗せて、次の方のところまで走ってフラッグをパスするという、ゲームになっております。先に3組ゴールしたチームには林商店様よりリードくんサイン入りケースタオル、そしてリードくんヘアバンドをプレゼント。残念ながら負けてしまったチームにも林商店様よりリードくんアクリルキーホルダー、駅名古屋ロゴステッカーをプレゼントします。今ちょうどリードくんがスタッフさんと一緒に挑戦してくれています。コーンとパンチングリードくんをぐるぐるっと、回りながら戻ってきて次の方にフラッグを渡すという流れになっております。さあまずはアウェイ側に走っていただきまして、ボールを1つ取っていただいて戻ってくるという流れになっております。それでは皆さん準備の方はよろしいでしょうか。 OK、 いきましょう。レディーゴー。さあまずはフラッグを持ってボールのところまで行きます。1つ受け取ったら上手にボールを乗っけてジグザグと、さあどうだ、ほぼ同時に第2走者ボールだけです。はい、さあ親子で息を合わせて頑張って頑張って、おお後半加速してきた。さあどうだ、最終第3走者いい勝負、両チームとも頑張って、どうだ、ゴー。最後まで諦めずに、あとちょっと、はい、ゴール、お疲れ様です。両チームお疲れ様でした。どうぞコート中央にお集まりください。見事勝利したチームにはリードくんからリードくんサイン入りフェイスタオル、リードくんヘアバンドをお送りします。まずは勝利チームにプレゼントの贈呈です。負けてしまったチームにはこの後、スタッフがプレゼントを、お渡しいたしますので忘れずにお受け取りくださいね。ありがとうございます。さあ続いて記念撮影です。ありがとうございました。参加してくれた皆さんに大きな拍手をお送りください。以上、林商店プレゼンツ親子でボール運びリレーでした。
月ちゃん、久しぶりにさ、手つないでみる？
大丈夫だよ、無理しなくても。
デートの時に手をつなぐこともできる。
お二人は強迫性障害に聞いたことありますか？
好きな人に触れることも触れてもらうこともできない。
二人の運命。好きです。すごく好きになってしまいました。これじゃあ月ちゃんを幸せにできないってこと？抱きしめたい君だけ。
ジェロンさんとね、普通の恋人になれるんだから。
一度は自分の気持ちに正直になってみて。俺だってこの手で月ちゃんを抱きしめたいよ。
心と体の波打ち際をさまよう。
よし君がそばにいてくれればそれで十分だよ。
切なくも美しい最高純度の物語。
誰よりも強く抱きしめて。
さあ続いては駅名古屋アンバサダー三山良樹さんに再びご登場いただきたいと思います。 さあここからの時間のみ宮山亮輝さんの写真撮影が OK な時間帯となりますので、皆さんスマホカメラの準備もお願いします。ただし SNS への投稿はご遠慮いただいております。ご了承ください。スルッと登場している宮山亮輝さんです。大きな拍手お願いします。
お願いします。お願いします。
亮輝さん、前半ご覧になっていただいてFE名古屋いかがでしたか？
いやー、ちょっとね、もう白熱して、もう、いけいけいけいけと思いながら、でもすごく素敵なプレーも連続してて、ヘンリー選手の綺麗なターンからのシュートとかもすごい鮮やかで、もうすごく素敵な試合見させていただいております。
ありがとうございます。ファンの皆さんの応援の様子とかどんな風に感じました？
いやー、もう白熱ですね。もうあんな感じでも白熱して、僕もずっと一緒に試合見させていただいたんですけど、もうずっと一緒に応援鳴らしてやってました。はい。
ありがとうございます。
最高っすね。
最高ですね。さあそして、宮山亮輝さん、ついにこの時間がやってまいりました。
悪夢の時間ですか？
いやさあなんと今年も宮山亮輝さんがフリースローに挑戦してくださいます。
いやー、もうね、去年からですよ。いや、今年からもうね、1ヶ月に2回はフリースローの夢を見るんですよ。
結構な頻度ですよね。
もうトラウマぐらいのレベルです。
なるほど、それは大変申し訳ございませんでした。
いや、ありがとうございます。
じゃあそのトラウマを払拭すべく、再び挑戦していただきますが、今回のルールは、1分間の間に、何本かシュートを決めれば見事勝利というか成功という形にさせていただきます。
はい。
皆さんご期待くださいね。では宮山亮輝さん、今日は1分間で何本決めてくださいますか？1本。
いや、嘘、もうちょい行きたいですよね。もうちょい行きたいですよね。
いっちゃいます。トラウマを消してほしいですよ。
トラウマね、トラウマのと10いってやるよ。
10本当に大丈夫ですか？わかりました。
夢はでっかく。
わかりました。10本目指して頑張っていただくと、今日はリード君もお手伝いさせていただきます。ではスタンバイをお願いします。
俺1本でリード君9本ね。
そういうことさあファンの皆さんからの声援も飛んでおります。どうぞ皆さんいっぱい応援してあげてくださいね。では宮山さんが10本目指して頑張ってまいります。制限時間は60秒です。では参りましょう。レディーゴー。惜しい。ボール渡しのサポートもお願いします。さあどんどんいきましょう。1本イエーイ。さあどんどん邪魔したリード君。さあ頑張って。惜しい。さあ勝っていきましょう。勝ってどんどん2本目。惜しい。3本目。ラスト。ということで今回のチャレンジは3本でした。でも決めました。3本。大きな拍手お願いします。いやもう母ですよね。
膝がもう筋肉痛すぎて数日後のライブできないっす。
あらとか言いながら仕上げてくるんでしょ。
ありがとうございます。
しばしも頑張ってください。
あ、よかった。はい、
さ
ありがとうございます。
10本は届きませんでしたが見事3本決めましたのでFE名古屋の T シャツを2枚宮山さんからプレゼントさせていただきます。
よかった。これマジプレッシャーっすよね。入んなかったら
本当ですよね。い よかったよかった。じゃあ皆さん席から離れずその場でアピールをお願いします。皆さんありがとうございました。それではこちらにお越しいただいて後半に向けて応援メッセージ最後に一言いただけますか。
いやそうですね、僕も、何回も来させていただいててフリースローも1本も入れることず、終わっていった過去だったんですけど、今日3本なんとか入れたんで、今日もイーグルスこのまま、皆さん一緒に勝ち取っておいて、応援続けたいなと思いますんで、最後まで応援一緒にしていきましょう。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。応援アンバサダーの宮森奥さんに大きな拍手をお願いいたします。はい、タイムは残り8分ほどです。後半戦にも期待しましょう。
それではここでファイティングイーグルス名古屋の協賛各社並びにパートナーをご紹介します。ダイヤモンドスポンサーナイストゥーピープル人に素敵を NTT グループ、未来の子どもたちにより良い地球環境を届ける商社トヨタ通商、サポートバイクールンロックアイス、地域を作る社会を支える、そして街を彩る名古屋鉄道、イノベーション・フォー・ウェルビーイング損保ジャパン、夢を包む心を結ぶパッケージの下島、社員と共に進化し続ける未来創造企業二遊組、感動創造パートナーミッドランドスクエアシネマ、ウェアサプライヤーインザペイントヤング商事、プラチナスポンサー新日本 UX、愛産工業、東海東京証券、アップリバー、ゴールドスポンサー豊人、林商店、江口巌商店、大英産業、ネクスティエレクトロニクス、インコファーム、 SFC エナジー、英語スクールアニー、キント、 JM テクノロジー、新鋭ホールディングス、第一設計、 BIS、 名古屋グランパス8、福助、ホーユー、オフィシャルサプライヤー FM 愛知、アローズラボ&ジム、 SDGs パートナートヨタ通商、二遊組、下島、この他にも多くのパートナー企業様のご支援をいただき活動しております。日頃のご支援誠にありがとうございます。
NTT は愛知県ゆかりのチームアスリートを応援しています。
トヨタ通商は再生可能エネルギーづくりを地域とともに取り組んでいます。心を開く、未来を描く、トヨタ通商。
気づけばいつもそばにいる。だからもう一歩挑戦して幸せを形にしたい。溶けない情熱、ロックアイス。名鉄ワオ。
最近よく聞くこの言葉。名鉄ワオ。何 What's 名鉄ワオ。
名鉄ワオ始まる。
名鉄グループ。
ゴッホは日本に憧れながらアルルで多くの絵を描きました。その見果ての夢はこのひまわりが叶えて新宿へ。損保美術館でお待ちしています。
商売繁盛をがっつり支援。お店で使う資材のお買い物はお得で便利な下島オンラインショップへ。
Well, here we are at halftime, and it's Yokohama B-CORSAIRS out on top. And you look back at the start for the Fighting Eagles, it was okay. Olajobi made that three. But Gary Clark clearly having to come out today and impose himself on the interior, which he's done with some help from Inglis. Obviously, those two guys have been really, really good. But O'Hara comes out and scores, but it's been pretty much Yokohama who've been taking the fight to FE Nagoya. They have that steal and bucket from Aaron Henry. But overall, it's been Yokohama. They've been allowed to gain a foothold in the game. They had the 31 points in the first quarter. And I think you give a lot of credit to Kiefer Ravena because he came out, played, you know, at that fast, upbeat pace from the very beginning, helping set the tone for this team. And then Inglis has, well, he might not be quite as tall as O'Mara, but you wouldn't know it by that drive to the basket. Going in, being very clever, and it just feels like the Lassie Tuozi's team is better prepared for this one. But it's also important to remember that Clark and Inglis, two players that had to play big with Kotsar not available, have come out and really done about as well as they could have been expected to do. Here's Clark hitting the three-pointer. And Sudo knocking down the three. I've seen this team play a few times this season. They haven't played this well, even though they did get a big win against Brex. This is even better. That's where they would like the Fighting Eagles of O'Mara to be, in that low post, taking those shots. But Kai King as well has really brought a spark to this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team, who are shooting 6 of 12. That was one of them, 6 of 12 from three-point range. It always looks better if you're making your shots, doesn't it? But you're making shots because you're building confidence by scoring early and getting those looks down low, which they have been getting. 17 of 20, I mean 60.7% inside the arc. Those percentages are just way too big. And you look at the rebounds, and the rebounding far superior for the B-CORSAIRS. So they're really beating them in absolutely every single department out there. You know, we were concerned about their bench points. They've only got 2, but they've been able to overcome that in other areas, with other areas of play, and the outstanding play from Clark with 20 points, 12 rebounds from Damian Inglis to go with his 13 points, 7 rebounds as well for Clark. So those two guys have been amazing. And then the additional scoring, particularly coming from Kai King and Kiefer Ravena, who combined for 18 points. So it's all good right now for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, and the key players, well, I think you know who's winning in that pregame segment. Damian Inglis. Olajobi certainly has the capability of going for a big second half to lead his team back. But this is definitely right now Yokohama's game to win or lose. And if they come out focused and they come out concentrated, you would expect them to get the job done. Let's see. Fighting Eagles, Nagoya, and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS about ready to get things going here in the second half. Fighting Eagles, Nagoya, 1 spot above in the Central, ahead of Yokohama. We are underway, the second half here in the B-League battle between FE Nagoya, the Fighting Eagles, taking on Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And look at the hustle, and it's going to be Kai King not able to quite get there, but only 8 seconds on the shot clock. I think it was Inglis that knocked the ball into the backcourt. So they got to go quick. Zato, he's the man that needs it in this situation. Ooh, stops and doesn't pop. Ball rattles out. For Yokohama, it's got to be more than the same. Look at the pass over the defense. Beautiful play to Kai King. Well played by Inglis. 12 points for Kai King. Aaron Henry spins, turns, misses, and the big, strong Inglis, number 4, goes up, and now look at his passing. And he's fortunate he did not turn the basketball over there with Olajobi back. Nice handoff. And the miss. And a chance for something quickly here. No, they're going to hold it up. Olajobi rather. Gets it back. And he's fouled at the line. So Sudo, giving away several inches, goes out and gets his body, on Henry. Now I think Lassie 12 is like, was that foul not committed before he was shooting? But Henry is going to the free throw line. And this time the high arcing free throw does not drop. Kawabe just kind of looking quizzically out at the court right now. Kind of like not recognizing this performance from his team so far today. It's not the team that has been coaching this season. 13 points for Henry. Here's Ravena. Over to the wing. Kai King. Oh my goodness. This might be the best game he's ever played. And as a pro, he's got 15 points and he has looked good. And there is definitely a need for more players to step up for this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team, and he's doing it right now. Good box out from Inglis as Clark swoops in for the rebound. Ravena. Here's Kai King. He's feeling it. He puts up a tough shot. Misato whips the pass down low. Great rim protection from Inglis. Wipes it away. Olajobi. And he travels. It's been that kind of game today for Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Checks back into the game. 2.5 minutes into the second half, and it's been more of the same what we saw in the first half. Here's Clark, puts his head down, drives in, and doesn't have a good finish. Should have done better. Henry drifts in, lays it up and in. That was slick. Nice pass, Inglis, and then goes off the hands of Sudo. I don't think Inglis should beat himself up with that. That's a pass that Sudo needs to make. He needs to catch that. O'Mara to the corner, three-point shot. Back to the iron. Clark looks up the floor. Inglis catches it. Look out. Get out of his way. Passes it back outside from the corner. Three-point shot, no good. And Inglis hustles, gets the rebound. Oh, nice change of direction into the lane. Maybe could have done with resetting the offense. Henry switches. Oh, man. There are times when he is so graceful and talented out on the court. Can't see anybody sticking with him. We cut to 18 points. Sudo. Well, that was a bad pass that he got away with. they're trying to feed it into the low post to get those shots. That's fine, but if you see O'Mara there, that pass needs to be a little bit better on point. Matsuzaki, after a difficult stretch in the first half, comes back into the game. We're 4 minutes into the second half. Ravena. Oh boy, Ravena, what you doing there? You had no time. Had to get the shot off. That's what the problem was. And good coverage defensively by Effie Nagoya. Henry, his pass deflected out on the perimeter. Henry going to work. And just a little bit too difficult of a shot that he attempted in the end. Nice pass, Ravena, and dumps it off to Matsuzaki. And Matsuzaki is fouled. And you can see the frustration from Henry. He's so frustrated now that he's complaining at this end.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you.
Tyler Hart picks up the foul. Kintamori comes into the game, 29 years of age. And Matsuzaki continues to have a tough game. That man right there is giving everything for the Fighting Eagles, hoping they're going to come back. Nakamura, number 13 in the game for Effie Nagoya. Here's Henry. O'Mara spins, turns. Long rebound. Inglis could go for 20 rebounds today before this is all over. He's already got 16. I'd say that's a certainty. Nakamura. Here's Inglis. Shot clock about to expire. He has to put it up. Oh, what a rebound from Gary Clark. And Gary Clark makes a difficult pass. Almost turns it over. Gosh, it feels like the Corsairs almost handed Nagoya the ball and they still didn't take it. And then Clark punishes them by hitting a three-pointer. And Kawabe has to call a timeout. It has been a nightmare so far for the Fighting Eagles. Again, Gary Clark drills the three. So back to live action. Henry misses. Inglis able to get it to Kentamori. Now Clark. And Clark almost brutalized over there. So I think we're going to see a head coach's challenge here to see who should have the basketball. They could award this. It looks like they might give this to Nagoya. So it was a good challenge because they do indeed get the basketball back. And as is always the case, or often the case, the coach is like, why do I have to use my challenge on a call that really should have been made our way in the first place? I'd rather have that challenge late in the game when I really need it. But they really need it now. They need the possession. Nakamura to the corner. Sadohara knocks down a three. Well, it paid off because they cut the deficit back to 19. Sadohara with 12 points. He's above his average. The issue has been stopping him at this end. Clark and this man, they haven't stopped at all. Look at that. Mori knocking the ball out of Amira's hands. Nevertheless, it'll be Fighting Eagles basketball. Nakamura hit by Kai King as he goes up for the jumper. Second foul, Kai King. Well, Kai King is young and looks like he's in pretty good shape, so I'm pretty sure that Lassie Toyobi is going to want him to be out there as long as he can, because he is very important in this team right now. First shot is good. Nakamura knocks down the first. And makes the second. Joby comes back into the game. It's been a forgettable one for him, but it's a 17-point lead right now. Get a stop, go down and score again. Try to put some pressure on Yokohama. Force them to close this thing out. If you're Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Lock down on defense, though. Here's Kai King. And good job, O'Mara with the rebound. Big possession. Romero has it. Oh, he gets blocked. What a sensational play on defense by Clark, who's been, if he's not the MVP, you'd have to say that both he and English share the honor because they have been that dominant today. Look at this right at the rim. And, you know, credit to the referees for not calling that a foul because good defense needs to be rewarded. I think it's pretty safe to say that O'Mara disagrees with me that they're saying there was a foul, but it looked to me like he got all ball. Well, Clark goes out of the game again. He has had, I think, probably his best game of the season. 23 points, 11 rebounds, the block, and now here is English just powering his way up for the two. Boy, that was impressive. 15 points, 18 rebounds for Damian Inglis. 18 in the third quarter. He has been amazing. Now the ball, good job, Sugiura knocking it away and drives in and took a difficult shot, didn't make it. So reprieve for Nagoya with a minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Oh, boy. Offensive rebound. Surely that was a foul. And that's definitely a foul. So Olajobi's going to go to the free throw line. But it looked like the FE Nagoya player, as he cut into the paint, was fouled. Pump fake got Inglis off his feet. Second foul. Olajobi steps up to the line, makes the first. And the second. Inglis played for Lassie Kolosi when he was the coach in Strasbourg, or an assistant. Anyway, Sugiura puts it up from deep, misses everything. A little bit of an opportunity here for FE Nagoya to get it a little bit closer, and Lassie Kolosi knows this 17-point lead is not safe if his team especially goes down and starts taking and missing threes and not getting offensive rebounds. Ooh, wide open three from the top, and that makes it a 14-point game. Look out. Soroka looked good on that release. And now this becomes a very big possession. Certainly the momentum is now with FE Nagoya. So they take the shot clock down. Inglis has it, fumbles it, gets it back. He has to put up a tough shot and misses. O'Mara has it. They got to go quickly. They do get it up from midcourt. Oh, that was close. Three quarters in the book, and Yokohama's lead cut to 14 points. It's 69-55. Yokohama on top of Fighting Eagles Nagoya.
勝利に向かってパワーチャレンジしていきましょう。
23 points for Gary Clark, 15 apiece for Kai King and Damian Inglis, and 8 for Kiefer Ravena. So he's been quiet from a scoring standpoint in this second half. Could be a candidate to come out and make a couple of plays for Nagoya. Well, 17 for Henry, 12 for Satohara. Henry's going to start this fourth quarter on the bench. Hello, Joby's had a quiet game. Here is Gary Clark back in the game and just picking right up where he left off. And I think that shot there just kind of slows, takes back a little bit of the momentum away from Nagoya. Nakamura doesn't knock it down. Ooh. Kiefer Ravena just lost his handle. Henry's going to come back into the game on the next dead ball. I mean, you know, there's just not enough time in this game where you can afford to have him on the bench. Another three-pointer. Well, Yasuoka giving his team a lift. Gets it back to 14. That's his second three-pointer scored in the last few minutes. Oh, and Ravena once again loses his handle. Amira goes down and gets the dunk. And now it's a 12-point game. And Kiefer Ravena, as the point guard, cannot turn it over that cheaply. The other turnover, maybe that was understandable, but that one, not a good turnover at all. There's a chance for the Fighting Eagles. They're going to talk about it again. Ravena just losing it. The ball goes to Olajobi and Amira. Well, if he's going to be that close to the basket, you know what he's going to do. He's going to dunk it. And this is the guy that's starting to get hot. Yasuoka. Well, the three-pointer from Gary Clark had kind of stemmed the tide, but since that point, a couple of turnovers, a couple of baskets, and here we are, a 12-point lead. FC Nagoya feeling the comeback. Oh, Matsuzaki wide open, knocks down a three. That is a huge shot in the grand scheme of things, the way this game was going. And they ran it right out of the timeout. So Lasciutovi needs to be pleased with the execution. Another three, and this time Yasuoka does not drill it. Here's the three-pointer. And Kiefer Ravena, well, ball got stuck up on the uprights. Look at that. Oh, great. Well, FC Nagoya, the fans need something to cheer about. They were impressed by Henry's leaping ability, his agility, his prowess. He wants to get this thing going. It's a 15-point game. Yasuoka. Satohara for three. My goodness, that was clutch. They're putting the pressure on. They're forcing this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Oh boy, dangerous pass. And turns it over. Great job, Sadahara. Matsuzaki once again telegraphing the pass. It can't be that obvious. Nagoya playing their best defense of the game right now. And Yokohama rocking a little bit. So Kentamori in the game. Matsuzaki in the game. Keeper Urbana checks out. And the steal. Oh boy, that is huge. Uh-oh. And here goes Inglis. And he's able to get the shot up. My goodness, you can't turn the basketball over in that situation if you're Nagoya. And O'Mara just a little naive. Needs to get the ball out of his hands. Inglis takes his time, makes the first. It is never easy in the B-League, especially for a team that is searching for confidence. Inglis makes both, though. This would be a huge win for Yokohama on the road. They go back up by 14, but still a lot of time left for Fighting Eagles. Henry, high arcing three, no good. And now you don't need to be in a rush if you're Kentamori. Matsuzaki, I don't know if that's what you want. Early in the shot clock, let's see what Masi Tuovi says about that. I think where they've done well, yeah, exactly. He's saying you got to pass it. It's early in the shot clock, you know, pass it, get several touches. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he was saying. Anyway, another chance. F.U. Nagoya. Sadahara, well, the lane was open. He took the shot, a little bit of defense right at the end, affected the shot. Oh, pass down low, and just an incredible finish from Clark. He looks like he might have injured his side. You cannot overstate how well he has played today. And I think he needs to get a little bit of treatment on this. His English came over and affected the shot. Now look at Clark. I think it was the way he kind of like adjusted himself in midair to take the shot. Kind of injured himself. Fighting Eagles, Nagoya had been on the back foot for the entire game because defensively they just weren't there in the first quarter. They gave up 31 points, and they've been chasing the game ever since. Henry. He wanted to foul as well. They're just not calling that this game. They're letting him play. Kantamori. Sudo. Down to Ingles. Spins, turns, goes up, and they do call that one. Watch this. Over Joby. No, that is a hammer. Aaron Henry complaining they didn't make the call at the other end. I'm not sure he got hammered as badly as that. That was a clear foul. At the other end, I'd have to see it again, but I didn't think it was. Ingles misses the first. He's got 17 points and 18 rebounds, 5 assists. Every point matters in this fourth quarter as Yokohama tried to close down this FE Nagoya team. Joby wanted to take the three, ends up taking the two. Oh, look at Kantamori, well read by the captain. First 2 points of the game, and they are big ones. Well, folks, we're coming to winning time. It's 82-67. This is the time when these teams have to come out and really prove that they can get it done, especially this Yokohama team today. Can they hold this FE Nagoya team at bay over the last 5 minutes? Here's the dump. Olajobi spins, turns, and unsuccessful. And now Yokohama can just take some time off the clock. They don't need to be in a rush here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They want to get this thing. They don't want to get into their offense until about 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh. Oh, maybe got away with a charge there. Here is Clark. And it is Yokohama's day, folks. They are rolling with 4.5 minutes, 4:29 remaining, up 18. And all things considered, this man right here is the MVP of this game. He has been sensational. Gary Clark, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 5 of 7 from three-point range. Look at that. I mean, and that's telling you something. He's had a whale of a game. Otherwise, you would say Inglis with his 18 points and 18 rebounds would be the MVP. But Clark has just been tremendous. For Henry. Sadahara has 15, the only two players in double digits.
さあ全員でいきましょう。ゴーゴーイーグルス。
Henry misses, doesn't get the rebound, and again, more valuable seconds can go off the clock. There's the pass down low. And look at that. Well, 33 points. Olajobi for three. Probably will be too little too late. He's got 10 points. Great seeing Isaac Butts on this coaching staff as well now for FC Nagoya. I'm sure they would like to be able to have called on him today in the paint. And now the turnover. You don't want to foul him. Oh, and great recovery by Clark. Euro step. And then Clark just says, not on my watch. So Yokohama, if they can win this game, they will have some confidence going into their two games against Hiroshima Dragonflies on December 21st and 22nd. They're up 17, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Olajobi, another shot for him. And all you can say is they needed that earlier in the game. They don't need him scoring just to make that score look better at the end of the game. Suzaki takes it in, back outside. They're using all the time on the shot clock. Oh, look at this spin. Oh, my. Absolutely sensational from Inglis. 20. I think he's got 20 points. Yeah, 20 points. Would you love to see him get a couple more rebounds, have a 20-20 game? In fact, that's exactly what he's got. He's got 20 points and 20 rebounds. 3 fouls. So 2.5 minutes remaining. Mori with 3 fouls. And celebrations, I think, can probably start over there on that bench. And again here, I'm sure Lashley 12 is like, we do not need to get into our offense until late in the shot clock. Let's just bleed this thing down as much as possible. Okay, now it's go time. Clark trapped. 3 seconds, because even if you don't score, right now the clock is the biggest enemy for FC Nagoya. So you want time to go off the clock for them. So no matter what happens really on this offensive possession, I think they've already won. They've already assured themselves of at least one win, and that they have gotten so much time to go off the clock. Here's Kiefer Ravena coming back into the game. So he had a great first half. But he had a shaky spell his last appearance in, and it was kind of a difficult time because it was kind of opening the door up for a comeback. So that has to be a little concerning. Here is Clark. Excuse me, Inglis missing, but Clark with the rebound. And Kentamori has it. Nice pass. Inglis goes up, and another bucket. What a game. Good job, Kentamori. I just don't see teams able to really stop Damian Inglis. He's big, he's strong, he's agile enough to move, make these moves like he just did. Here's a foul down low, but with 1:35 remaining, I think celebrations are definitely underway for Yokohama. looking back at their past results, and you know they have had a lot of close wins. They did beat Koshigaya Alphas 87-63, so I guess that probably qualifies as their biggest win. But it feels like, you know, because that was also at home. This one's on the road. You've lost 4 straight games, and you're getting a win. So I think that Lassi Tuovi would have to be really thrilled with how his team came out and performed. And because they don't have a game tomorrow, they can go back, they can look at the tape, you know, and you can show the players where they've done well. You see Kotsar at the end. Oh, you see Sasayama there, the younger brother of Takaya Sasayama of FE Nagoya. So nice to see Rico getting on the board. At least one Sasayama is going to score tonight. Sure, they'll probably maybe have time to get dinner after the game. Although Sasayama not playing today for Nagoya. He's injured. Soroka missing that one badly. On the pass thrown up the court. There's a minute and change left. So Yuka Toyola, the fellow Finn, who's the assistant coach of Tuovi, one of the assistants. Here's the drive, and the bucket is good. It also helps to have Kenji Yamada, the assistant coach and assistant GM, with this Yokohama team over there on the bench. So 93-74, Yokohama looking to finish this one strong, and Matsuzaki missing it from the wing. But all the hard work, all the heavy lifting has been done. They are going to get a hugely important win here at Fighting Eagles Nagoya. The final seconds, the final 20 seconds ticking off the clock, and Kiefer Ravena assuming he'll dribble it out if FE Nagoya will let him. No, he's going to drive in. Well, that was a good-looking shot. Uchiho. Took him a while to get his first bucket. The first bucket that he got was right at the end, but it doesn't matter because Yokohama B-CORSAIRS will win it convincingly. And perhaps a little surprising, even with Mike Kotsar not able to play right now. They win it 93-77 at Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Look at that first quarter, 31-18. They gave themselves a platform to go out and get the win today. And if you're Lassi Tuovi, you probably know this already, but coming in, you have it reconfirmed that if you can get great games or really good games from both Gary Clark and Damian Inglis, you've got a chance to win every time out. And crucially, you know, Kai King came out and had a big game as well. But look at Damian Inglis. Sensational performance. Anytime you get 20 points and 20 rebounds, that's pretty amazing. So you see Kotsar's right there in the paint next to Inglis and Gary Clark. He's like, listen, guys, I'm going to make it back. But until I do, if you guys play like that, we can win a lot of games. Isaac Butts, meanwhile, now an assistant, talking to Amira. And, well, they just weren't ready to go today in the first quarter. So Yokohama will be taking on the Dragonflies in their next game. And a very tough opponent on Saturday for FE Nagoya. They go up against the Ryukyu Golden Kings.
皆さん最後まで今日も熱い応援本当にありがとうございました。さて、まずはここで本日のオンファイヤー賞の発表です。バスケットライブアプリ内の応援機能で試合中最も多くの応援ファイヤーを獲得した選手へ贈られる賞です。なお、表彰の基準は試合終了の瞬間に最も応援ファイヤーを獲得していた選手となります。それでは本日のコカ・コーラボトラーズジャパンプレゼンツオンファイヤー賞は1万2055ファイヤーを獲得しました。杉本天翔選手です。どうぞこの中央へお願いします。それではリード君のフォトセッションです。
はい、今日アウェーで勝利しました横浜 BC ヘッドコーチラッシー強火ヘッドコーチです。おめでとうございます。
Thank you. ありがとう。
4連敗と苦しい中の試合だったと思うんですが、今日の試合はすごく良かったと思います。今日の試合を振り返っていかがですか。
Well, first of all, I'm very proud of the team and the guys, because when you keep on losing, you know, you easily lose your trust or starts to wonder wrong things. And we were 1 week here in Nagoya and really kept the focus, and that's why we were able to play well today.
まずは本当にこのチーム選手たちを誇りに思います。4連敗をするときっていうのは本当にメンタルがおかしくなったりとか違うことを考えるっていう時間帯がすごく多くなるんですけど、今回に関しては名古屋に1週間ほどいて、で今日の試合に向けて本当に全員が切り替えて頑張ってくれたことが本当に嬉しいです。
はい、今日特にオフェンスのファーストブレイクだったり、ハーフコートの攻めがすごい良かったと思うんですけど、その辺はどう思いますか。
Yeah, absolutely. We want to be a collective team, of course. You know, we have roles. Some players we're looking more in the offense, but we want everybody to have a touch, so they feel important. And usually when we do that, also our defense is better. So, of course, I'm very happy, and we want to keep doing the same.
うちのオフェンスでは全員によく言うコレクティブバスケットボールっていうバスケをしていて、でその中ではやっぱり選手全員がボールを触って、その中で役割っていうのももちろんあるんですけど、みんなでボール触ってみんなで遂行して、オフェンスでいい勢いをつければディフェンスでも全員がいい勢いでできるっていうバスケットボールをしているので、それが今回できて本当に良かったです。
はい、今日も横浜ブースターがたくさんいました。ブースターの皆さんにメッセージをお願いします。
Well, we have a great fans, and once again they show the support even though we have lost few games. That's very important, and can't wait to meet them on Saturday back in Yokohama.
横浜ブースターの皆さんの応援というのは本当にありがたい気持ちです。連敗中にもかかわらず応援に来てくれて、前でブースターの皆さんの前で勝てたことは本当に良かったです。また今週末ホームで会えるのも楽しみです。
はい、今日勝利しましたラッシー強火ヘッドコーチでした。ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
ありがとうございました。それでは佐野原選手、ファンの皆さんに一言お願いします。
はい、まず今日応援に来てくださってありがとうございました。
So the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS fans that traveled had to be happy with the performance of their team today. You heard Coach Tuovi say that they were here all week here. Let's listen now to Damian Inglis. Had this amazing 22 point, 21 rebound game.
イングリッシュ選手です。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
はい。4試合連続ダブルダブルと今日久々の勝利ですが、試合を振り返っていかがですか？
Pretty good. The team did well. We executed. We did exactly what we wanted to do, and we finally got a win.
今日の勝ちは本当に嬉しいですし、ゲームプラン通りに全員が遂行して勝てたことが本当に嬉しいです。
はい。イングリッシュ選手のすごいパスのうまさに魅了されたんですけど、仲間を信じてパスをしているのもありますけど、得点リバウンドっていうよりアシストのことはどう考えてますか
？That's one of the main things that I do. I try to be really versatile. Just make the right play every time. I always trust my teammate, and I try to impact the game by scoring or passing or every way possible.
個人的には本当に得点やリバウンドだけじゃなくてパスっていうところもすごく意識して本当に自分でも万能タイプになれるように他の選手たちも活かせるようにそしてそれをしながら勝てるようにっていうふうに考えていつも試合に挑んでいます。
はい、すごく素晴らしかったと思います。あと最後に今日も横浜ブースターの皆さんが来ています。ブースターの皆さんにメッセージをお願いします。
Keep supporting us and let's go home Saturday and get a win.
引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。今週末ホームで会いましょ
う。はい、今日素晴らしい活躍でした。イングリッシュ選手でした。ありがとうございました。
Well, huge game for Inglis, and I suppose with his 21 and 20, you're talking about him being the MVP, but it's also hard to look past that amazing performance from Clark. I mean, for me, that is standard fare from Inglis. Maybe numbers were a little bit better than normal, but at the end of the day, if Clark can come out and really impose himself on both ends of the floor the way that he did today, they're going to be tough. And I think he had his best game of the season today, and they'll be looking forward to continue that against the Dragonflies this weekend. So, looking back at this game, it started extremely well for the team in white, Yokohama. It was because of this first quarter that they were able to come out, score the 31 points, and give themselves that launch pad to go on and get the big road win. Here is the star of this team without doubt. Henry, extremely tough. Probably wasn't at his best today. But they improved to 8 and 14 with this win. And Nagoya dropped to 8 and 14, but I guess by virtue of the head-to-head, they leapfrogged them into 6th place. Here is a tough drive by Inglis. And again, you talk about Inglis, and they were talking about his assists. He did have 7 assists as well. He turned it over 6 times, but the 7 assists. So he was three assists off of a hugely impressive triple-double. Sadohara showed some good basketball today. Clark, again, 5 threes for him. In fact, he finished with 6 of 8 from three-point range and 33 points. And basically meant that Sudo didn't have to come out and provide as much firepower perhaps as he would have expected. Mizato scoring. And then Amira with the trailing as the trailer gets the pass from Namizato. But again, Kai King coming out and having one of his best performances of the season today. And Coach Tuovi talked about how it's important to get all of the players touches let their confidence grow. And as much as you think that you need to rely on Inglis and Clark, which you do, you need other players like this guy to step up. You need really multiple players, because the defense ultimately is going to lock in on your big producers. And if they don't at least shut them down, they're going to slow them down. Tadahara showing his versatility, able to score inside, able to score outside. And English was just unstoppable. Of course, went to INSEP in France, their sports academy. Even drafted in the NBA, second round by the Bucks back in 2014, but has remained overseas. Well, that was one thing that you thought maybe with Yasuoka hitting a couple of threes, there might be a comeback, but Matsuzaki picked a good time to come out and hit his first three. Tadahara taking another three and making it. He took two and made two. And Clark was just unstoppable. As well as Inglis. Clark, in the end, made 13 of 20 shots. So he shot 65% from the floor. Inglis shot 53% from the floor. But as a team, if you look back, the shooting percentages for Yokohama, 47.8%. So those two guys played very well, exceptionally well. The rest of the team, maybe not quite as well. Didn't shoot as well, at least. But the numbers just weren't there for the opposition. 8 more makes inside the arc for Yokohama, and a couple more makes from the arc, from behind the arc. Nagoya actually got to the free throw line more and scored a lot of their points from the line, 16 of them. 46 rebounds for Yokohama, 34, so that in and of itself is a huge stat. And Yokohama scoring 18 points off turnovers, that was big. 14 for Fighting Eagles. Nagoya, and again, 33 was a game high for Clark. 21 rebounds was a game high for Damian Inglis, as well as 7 assists to go with his 22 points. So he had an unbelievable game. Romero did finish with 9 rebounds to lead his team in that department. 19 points from Henry, 5 assists from Nakamura. But I suppose it was Olajobi. He had 12 points, but some of those coming late. He had 5 rebounds, but just wasn't nearly as impactful on the game as he needs to be. And I don't know if that's him seeking out opportunities, if they're not running plays for him, or if the ball is sticking too much when he gets it in his hands, he's not passing it. Does he need to move more? Do they need to set up more screens? These are questions that only Coach Kawabe